Hello, my dear participants. Welcome back to the fourth compounds in the series of structural elucidation. Let us see the mass spectrum of the compound. This is a mass spectrum shown. You can see the molecular ion peak that is already represented as M in this spectrum. This is isotopic peak of carbon. That's we don't need to bother about that. And therefore, the molecular weight is 106. You can see here the molecular weight is 106. Next, the base peak is at 91. That you can see molecular weight is 106, and if you apply rule of 13, you get molecular formula as C8H10. If you calculate double bond equivalent, that comes around 4. Therefore, you can think of an aromatic ring. Okay. Then base peak is at 91. That is another indication there is a presence of a aromatic ring, that is benzyl group. CH3 CH2. It is due to the formation of tropylium ion, and therefore you can also think of that. Okay, C6H5CH2, that group may be present, and there is no other prominent detectable isotopes. Therefore, that's all about mass spectra. We shall progress into the IR. If we see the IR spectra, zone 1 is absent and zone 2 is present, and it looks like this is 3000 mark. It looks like on both sides, that means above 3000 and below 3000, and therefore both are present. sp2ch and sp3ch both are present. That's how it look like. It is not aldehyde because aldehyde will appear around 2700. And there is absence of zone 3 at around 2000. It is absent, and there is a peak at zone 4, a small peak, and it is this region is double bond region, and it doesn't look like a carbonyl, and therefore it is a CC double bond. Okay, that may be possible. Then and therefore only there is CH and CC bond, it look like an hydrocarbon. Okay, if you see the carbon 13 NMR, there are 4 peaks around, and one is at 20, around 20 ppm, another one is in the region of 120 to 140 ppm. And this region in NMR, C13 NMR is aromatic carbon, and therefore we can say the aromatic carbons are splitted into 3 sets. That's what we understand from the carbon 13 NMR, 4 peaks, and the 120 to 140 ppm is aromatic region, and the aromatic carbons are splitted into 3 different kinds. That is another information. This is most useful information to solve this spectra. And if you take NMR spectra, there are 2 singlets, but it look like a singlet. If you look closer, it will look like this, multiplet. That is what it means. Okay, we have seen a splitting in C13 NMR. The similar splitting is observed in proton NMR. This is in around 7 is the aromatic proton region. There are 4 different protons. So we can see the integral ratio is 2:3. Let us see. There are 10 protons. The 10 protons has to be splitted into 2:3. Then therefore it may be 4 hydrogen and 6 hydrogen. These are the 2 sets. There are 4 hydrogen and 6 hydrogen. That will be 4 in 2:3 ratio. And therefore the 7 ppm region is aromatic region, and that is 4 hydrogen. When there is 4 hydrogen at aromatic region, that says it is a disubstituted group, and therefore C6H4. If you subtract C6H4 from C8H10, what remains? The C2H6 remains, and it is disubstituted, and therefore we cannot substitute 1 C2H6, and therefore we consider 2CH3 group. If you consider all these things, molecular formula is just is exactly matches, and therefore it is a disubstituted, methyl substituted dimethyl substituted benzene. Then the dimethyl substituted benzene possibilities are these: either it is orthoxylene, this compound is called orthoxylene, and this compound is called metaxylene, and this compound is paraxylene. These are the three possibilities. Which spectra can able to distinguish this difference? Actually, all of them are di-substituted, but we have to make a conclusion. But if you take IR of all the three, it will be same. Mass, it will be same. Everything will be same except one thing in which there is a clear indication. Using that only we can able to distinguish these structures. Okay, that is the C13 NMR. In C13 NMR, in the region around 120 to 140 ppm, actually that helps us to predict which among the compound is this, right? Consider this. Let us consider how many peaks or how many peaks you are expected in this region. You leave the CH3 carbon, you take only the carbon present in benzene ring. This carbon and this carbon, these two carbon is in a same environment, and these two together give one signal if you consider this molecule. Similarly, this carbon and this carbon are in the same chemical environment. These two are identical, and therefore these two together gives one signal, and these two together gives one signal, and therefore this 6 carbon atom will give 3 signals. Okay, that gives a 3 signal. What about this molecule? In this molecule, this one carbon is different, and therefore that will give one signal. These two carbons are identical, and these two together gives another signal. Therefore 1, 2, these two give one signal, 3, and this is 1. There are 4 types of carbon here, therefore it will give 4 signal. Okay, if you consider this molecule, and this carbon and this carbon, these two are same. These two put together gives one signal, and these all other four are identical. All other 4 are identical, and therefore they will give one signal, and therefore the number of signal that you expect in this region is apart from the methyl proton. If you take methyl, then you have to add one more signal in all the numbers. Okay, as far as carbon is concerned, this molecule will give 2 signals. Based on this, we are going to distinguish. You know what is the C13 NMR we saw? What the C13 NMR we saw? We got 3 signal in this region. When there is a 3 signal, what is the compound? When there is a 3 signal, it is this, and therefore the compound is orthoxylene. Okay, thank you very much. We shall meet in another molecule. Okay, thank you.